register, but
she's different. She's
it's
yes.
It's a sound, and it's also
ride with it. He said, "I'm rocking with it. I don't play it." Oh yeah, but I ain't got the your man said yes. You rocking with it. Jasmin Sullivan.
I'll take it.
Jasmin Sullivan. Yeah, that's what I heard her yesterday. Day before yesterday on some she did like a little live setting. It probably was no bigger than this.
It looked like in like some trees or something.
Trees
her
and
house,
stuff and everything.
And
I forgot what she even looked like physically. So I'm like, I was like, damn, voice sound. That I just happened to scroll up a little bit. Jasmin, so I said, I knew it. That voice. Last time I heard, she was busting windows out of people's cars. You know what I'm saying? But
life changes your sound.
True.
Life can change your sound. Things you go through can change your sound. You can tell when Jill Scott was going through her divorce, her music sounded different. When Mary J was going through things, her music sounded different.
Mary J not going through things?
Hey, you know what? Look, I think her things.
You find a happy place of she finds it every now and again. She had a dope song. Fine. Yeah, that. You can tell I ain't a vocalist. But yeah, I'm like, then you get up here and you're like, God, dog. Anyway, go ahead. This ain't about Mary J. Blige.
No.
It's my girl. I still rock with Mary. I rock with you, Mary.
Absolutely. But definitely artists, different things in their lives can drive even their sound of whether it's upbeat, whether it's clean, whether it sounds raspy because it's hurt or pain, or whether it's excitement, or whether you just have a balance of it all and you just deliver it that way. So the experience of life definitely even has driven me.
Yes.
And my sound and the passion behind it. The passion is really what drives a particular sound. Just be thankful, hey, for what you got. Y'all know this part right here.
Yeah.
Hey, diamonds in the back, sun through top, digging the scene in the gangster league. Woo, yeah. Hey.
36 Unfiltered, aka the Unfiltered room with Mr. E. Gray. Introducing all the latest names in the latest news. Hottest take, he the new face, yeah, the new sound, but keep it old school. Raw interviews from local athletes, even digging off and entertainment too. Own style, he got his own lane, it's Unfiltered out, but keep it raw, man. New content to keep the people ready. E36, no Jerome Bait, it's real dialogue and real conversations. You keep it real, but we real. Mr. E. Gray in the building. E36 Unfiltered.
Now let's talk about kind of what's next for you. So what you got coming up the pipeline, and everything, and do you also do your writing? How in depth are you into that aspect of it as well?
So I often get asked, Angela, when are you going to do an album or an EP? And that has never been something that's been at the forefront, as far as writing. In my phone, on my voice recorder, I probably have around 50 voice recordings of things that I just hear in my head, and I'll record them real quick. And one day, hopefully soon, I hope to connect with someone who can understand the way I think as a singer and me as an artist, and take what I have and help me to develop it into what my sound on wax will sound like, Okay. So that will come up soon. I want to connect with the right people, because different producers hear different things, and I want to connect with someone who says, hey, I hear your sound and I want to help you create that and put it out there for the world.
I got you. And speaking of that, it's nothing to put you on the spot. What is Angela Monique's sound? So you got some people, let me think. It's a guy I know, it's coming to mind, named D. Cole. D. Cole, he calls it the Marriage Code now. He's actually from Athens, but he lives in Atlanta now. When I hear him, this cat's like a mix of Chris Brown and Usher. Seriously. Okay. You guys know about him, check him out, man. The guy is ultra talented. So when people hear Angela Monique, they go back and tell somebody like, she kind of give me that this vibe, or that Jill Scott, or that, Jasmin Sullivan, whatever. If you had to phrase it, and I know people like to compare it, like say, hey, I'm unique, special artist. They don't like to be compared to
I get it.
It's understandable. But if you had to give that, what would be the best way that you would phrase kind of the mold, or what you kind of favor, so to speak?
So I have to probably say, like, your Jasmine, Jill, Shantae Cohn, Isley brother type of all those, because I'm an alto, so I like to feature my lower register a lot. So I'm not afraid. I don't shy away from male driven songs or vocals. So I would have to say that area. I don't know. My husband might say the same thing. I don't know.
What you think? What you think, Nick? With an impromptu.
Ooh,
that's yeah. No salute to that.
I don't have Jasmine's register, but
she's different. She's
it's it's a sound, and it's also
ride with it. He said, "I'm rocking with it. I'm not downplay it." Oh yeah, but I ain't got that. Yo, your man said yes. You rocking with it. Jasmin Sullivan.
I'll take it.
Jasmin Sullivan. Yeah, that's what I heard her yesterday. Day before yesterday, on some she did like a little live setting. It probably was no bigger than this.
It looked like in like some trees or something.
Trees
her
and
house,
stuff and everything.
You know,
and I forgot what she even looked like physically. So I'm like, I was like, damn, voice sound. That I just happened to scroll up a little bit, Jasmin. So I said, I knew it. That voice. You know, last time I heard, she was busting windows out of people's cars. You know what I'm saying? But
life changes your sound.
True.
Life can change your sound. You know, things you go through can change your sound. You can tell when Jill Scott was going through her divorce, her music sounded different. When Mary J was going through things, her music sounded different.
When is Mary J not going through things?
Hey, you know what? Look, I think her things.
You found a happy place of no. She found it every now and again. She had a dope song. Fine. Yeah, that. You can tell I ain't a vocalist, but yeah. I'm like, then you get up here, and like, God, dog. Anyway, go ahead. You ain't about Mary J. Blige.
No.
It's my girl. I still rock with Mary. I rock with you, Mary.
Absolutely. But definitely, artists, you know, different things in their lives can drive even their sound of whether it's upbeat, whether it's clean, whether it sounds raspy because it's hurt or pain, or whether it's excitement, or whether you just have a balance of it all and you just deliver it that way. So the experience of life definitely even has driven me.
Yes.
And my sound and the passion behind it. The passion is really what drives a particular sound, I believe.
Yes. No, I rock with that. I know that's so serious. And I'm gonna ask this question just a little bit. I wasn't even planning on asking this question, but so you bring about how life can change. You know what? I am getting warm. This.
I'm telling you, I got it's me. I'm intense.
I don't want. I was just saying it's her intensity. Okay, we're gonna rock with that. Yeah, we're gonna go with her intensity on here.
Gotta hide in here.
So I can give you pop Stella, but you know, she said no. But so I'm in the acting industry, so I find it's not much of a challenge, but it can definitely take you different places where you have to be in the character. You have to take those emotions with that character, you know.
Right.
And you may had a project I was filming not too long ago, where I'm have to be super intense. Like I'm in it. I'm just, you know, all the way in, like straight red killer mode, but staying in control, so to speak. So that's like a ghost from Power type of deal where he gets. So anyway, then the next scene, I have to bring it down. I'm really sovereign, really, you know, not necessarily soft spoken, but just far more chill. And I noticed that it took a minute, especially when I'm live in it, to kind of switch back, you know, make that switch just like that.
Right.
Now over time it has got a lot easier, but it still requires a level of just you said breathe and get down. You know what I'm saying? So what I asked you, I bring that up to compare it to, is it a challenge or was it a challenge at any point in time where you have to sing different songs? You may sing a song that's very, very painful. The artist wrote that was Mary J. Blige have a lot of those, you know.
Right.
I'm not gonna cry, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to come with a happy, you know what I'm saying? Like your girl Beyonce. Do you find yourself, in order to make sure that it's really that the people really feel it, that you feel yourself, that you have to really go to that place where they're at for that song, and then boom, very next song you got to bring them up.
Right.
Does that tend to be sometimes can be a challenge as an artist as well?
Well, for me now, I'm able to transition better because of just the training that I had. I have to continue to say in Jacksonville, I learned so much, and I was in a developmental class, and one of the coaches in there really, really horned in on your as ifs. That's what they call it, your as if. So whatever moment I'm in, whatever moment I have to create, I have to put myself in an as if it's me moment. And then you have to learn how to snap out of it to go to your next scene or whatever that is. So I remember doing a show for Emmett Till, which is the young man who got killed. And I played his mom, Mamie Till. So Mamie had a lot of moments. So you go from this funeral scene, then you go to she was a very reserved woman when she got older. And she talked about how she cried every single day.
Wow.
But then playing that person at the time, I'm thinking, well, how can I recreate? I never lost a son in that tragic way.
Yes.
But I have a daughter.
Yes.
And I had to put myself in that moment.
Absolutely.
And so when you're singing, it's the same thing. I might choose to sing a song that's about a breakup, but I'm happily in love right now. So I want to be true to that moment for the person who is dealing with that. So I take myself back because I have had heartbreak before.
Yes.
So you connect to that. And I'm true to that moment, and I connect to it, and I remember. And I may hate that person for those 5 minutes that I'm singing that song.
Yeah.
But when I'm done, and if my next song is about my husband,
it's on.
It's about my husband.
Yeah, I'm there.
So you learn to just quickly adjust, give people truth, be raw, be real, so they can feel, and then you move on to the next thing.
Yes. You know what? I love it, and that's very much true. Because I always wonder how artists do that. As much of a challenge sometimes as it is other professions, like it is. Like for me, doing a stage play, that's definitely when you got to do it, because you don't have it. Ain't no all right. Come back 20 minutes next scene. You know what I'm saying? Like
they looking at you the whole time.
Yeah, you got it's live and everything. You got to bring those emotions. So it can also be a challenge, and I think that is a beautiful thing. Artists ability to do it. And I think it's something that if you're in an audience, if you're just enjoying the show, you probably really don't even take into account that type of emotion. What all goes into that performance like that? Like, dang, she did snap. We sit back and look at it, like, wow, she snapped. And then she was lovely the very next one. Then she was hyped just next, you know what I'm saying? So, and especially when it's not per se your music, when you're covering somebody else stuff, that makes it even more challenging, because there is not, it's authentically not going to be as organic, but you still got to be able to portray that. But I think that's also the level of professionalism that makes a professionalism from the ones who just stand there enjoying the show. So beautiful stuff, man. I just kind of want to segue into that a little bit, and I'm gonna have my producer, man, if he can hit the like, share button, all that stuff. And I got a couple of hashtags on there that if you can find it, get that on there to make sure you guys again like this, share this. Hashtag E36, man. And shout out my girl Angela Monique coming up on here doing a thing. So before we close this thing down, a few things here. Any shows coming up? And what can we expect from you next?
So I would just say, watch my page. I do have a show coming up in January. The date hasn't been solidified, and then some private stuff, because this is the time of year right now that people are wanting you to do more private things, but being careful with COVID and just making sure that
if I seen Kevin Hart, y'all won't get it, but
yes, I've seen Kevin Hart that way. But it's being careful with that, but definitely still not shying away from opportunities that I know that I can keep myself safe and the people that come out to support me safe as well. So just look out on my page for different things that might be arriving.
Okay.
Hopefully more and more will come as people are more comfortable with having stuff, and maybe even more intimate setting.
Yes.
I've also been talking to Pat about us just creating our own thing of settings and for the city, especially for Decatur. Decatur's small, but Decatur has great talent. And so we want to definitely make sure that we are showcasing us.
Definitely.
Yeah, just look out that way.
I like it. And one thing here is I'm not going to be on my show up in Megan. Like, I am an alcoholic. So where your cousin?
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be somewhere here. I can't be drinking alone. You see this over here? She's trying to do me like yeah. Boom, there it is. And you got a DD if you need one. But no, we ain't getting in like that, y'all. Just playing. We ain't getting in.
I don't know. That's worse than not as potent as the wine that Jesus turned at the wedding. That ain't even
water to wine.
So don't worry, we fine.
That puts you to that's that.
This communion juice.
Communion. It's Michael Jackson said that Jesus juice. That's you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna say juice. Rest in peace, Mike. Rest in peace, Mike. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. This is a very important part of the segment where I get a chance to sit back and just enjoy the guests fully, and you guys do as well. The raw. We kind of set it up. Whenever I come on the show, we hear, I especially bring artists onto the show. I have my entertainment night, I have my sports nights and everything. Roll Tide. Just bust them LSU head boys last night. Did you say
Roll Tide?
Absolutely.
Oh, stop the pot. We're done. End it right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go on that. So, God, I knew it was a certain vibe that I was getting from you. That's it. Don't tell me War Eagle. Producer, you gonna edit it out? He gonna edit it out. That's what he gonna do. No. But with the time of this show, we bring our artists on here, man. Like I said, as talented as I already know that they are, And a lot of people like, okay, you know, some artists can sound good with the music behind them, or they can sound good, you know, on the EPs because they got the music of SoundCloud or music and the fabrication going on, all the editing, all the extra stuff. But
oh Lord,
on here we make sure we cancel all that out. So
there
we know
nothing.
that nothing. So we know we going back to old school. That not this acapella, Acapulco, raw and uncut, because this is the Unfiltered show. As you guys know, the Unfiltered. Y'all can't see it. It's Unfiltered show. Can they see that on the show? Can they see that? Can I see that? Some boys, this is Unfiltered. It's saying this is unfiltered. You feel me? Unfiltered. So that means we coming with the raw, real deal. With that being said, Angela Monique is gonna give us a raw and uncut, just a hit.
Snippet.
Little snippet.
Now, mind you, he didn't tell me any of this, so
No.
this is totally catching me off guard on a Sunday evening after I have poured my heart out at church today, and praise the Lord.
Lord, he could be the strength. Be the strength. Lord, intervene. Do it right now, Julie. Hey, right now, we're going to hit it. Yes. So she's going to break it down for us, man. Y'all just sit back and relax and enjoy it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. In 3, 2, 1 is your show.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do a snippet of something that I have just been humming and playing in the house and in my car here lately, and I think it's just has a mood of just being appreciative in the middle of everything that we're going through, and people losing their lives, and just having your family and still having jobs, and just simply being thankful. So just something really simple, but y'all have to snap your fingers. So can I get a little snap?
Absolutely. You know, so I can play drums. I know about rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little snap like that. Okay. One. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, oh, gangsta white walls, TVs, antennas in the back. I can't do it. You may not have a car at all. Oh, hey, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Yeah. Hey, just be thankful. Hey, for what you got. Y'all know this part right here.
Yeah.
Hey, diamonds in the back, sun through top, digging the scene in the gangster lean. Woo. Yeah. Hey, we've got diamonds in the back, sun rooftops, digging the scenes in the gangster lean. Woo, woo.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, just be thankful for what you've got. Hey, one more time I'll say, just be thankful. Oh, for what you've got.
Hey, there it is. There it is. Angela Monique here on the E36 Unfiltered show, giving us that raw and uncut vocals. Y'all said vocals, yo.
Raw, y'all heard that now.
Yeah,
they ain't had
definitely.
nothing extra, no auto-tune, nothing.
That's what it's auto-tune. I couldn't
Don't judge me.
Yeah, that's that word. So, yo, she did a thing, man. I mean, kudos to her. I love it. I love it again. I love the raw and filtered talent like that. It makes it just that much more real, connect just that much more. So, if you guys, again, you got a little small snippet of what you kind of expect when she comes to the stage, man, you already know you're going to get some true voices out this
That's
time,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going down, guys. Here, we are near the end of the show. Make sure one more time, you guys, if you want to make sure you be able to check out the show, we're going to be re-airing everything as well, give they master and mix and all that good stuff. But you also can find us on all the platforms. So that's Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, Radio Public, and also on my YouTube channel. So many ways, no excuses to find out. I can't see Angela Monique do her thing. I can't see her interview. I can't see E36 with my new hat brim too. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like,
it's a cold.
You know what I'm saying? I can do a little something. They'll talk me a little bit. No, but anyway, you guys, make sure you guys go check it out. Support the platform as very much you can. Also, we could be on. You guys can see us on Twitter as well. We got streaming this on Twitter right now as well at I am E E_Gray56. Again, that's at I am E_Gray56. I let you know I need to kind of be on a little bit more myself. I don't forgetting the hashtag and all that stuff. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. Man, any last word? We can give a last word to my girl Monique before we go ahead and sign off real quick, guys.
I just want to say thank you to E for having me on the show. I appreciate it. It's my first little. That's my apologies. I don't want to say little. This is my first podcast interview, my first interview period. So I appreciate you just listening to me and bring me on here. I do not despise small beginnings, so I appreciate. I'm humbled. Thankful to my husband for being here to support me, and my kids. They're my daughter. One of my daughters was saying, "Mom, can I come with you?" And I was like, "Baby, I think we kind of keep a distance." So, but she's at home with JoJo, so I appreciate her and my daughter in Montgomery, and my family. I'm just thankful for the gift that God's blessed me with. I never take it for granted, and I appreciate people like you who appreciate local artists like myself. So thank you.
Absolutely, man. And again, like I said, I appreciate you coming on the show and taking your time out your busy schedule on a Sunday evening where you can be doing anything else.
Homework.
Relaxing.
I can be doing homework.
Oh, speaking of homework, so with school, what are you going back to, where school, and what you're going back for as far as your degree? And thank for the pick, my guy. You are my guy. Anyway, keep it going.
So I'm at Calhoun. This is my first opportunity ever having any college experience after 20 years. I graduated in 2000, and this is just something that I just wanted to do to achieve. My mom dropped out of high school when she was younger, and so I think some part of this is for both of us, so I'm going for a business administration with a concentration in human resource.
Okay.
But ultimately, I hope that's kind of be like a sidebar if I have to do it, because I'm just believing that my gift, even at 38, will make room for me still.
Absolutely 38 years young, whatever we're gonna call it. And I definitely believe it. It's no time like the present. And I really want to say this. I think that this COVID, man, in all seriousness, has really did a lot to help reshape and reorganize people's mindset. What's possible, what's not possible, and level the playground a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody platform, like a lot of these artists was touring over, they making all their money and they notoriety from touring all over the place. Well, that's been taken away.
Right.
So it's now like you back to ground zero, going live just like any other cat who signed or not signed. You know what I'm saying? So how hard are you gonna get out there and grind? Record labels was definitely put on a halt for what they could do for you as well. So I think this actually got a lot of people a more opportunity to be able to collab with other individuals that they normally probably wouldn't be able to collab with.
Right.
Because nobody can say, hey, you can't sell these tickets. I'm selling these tickets out, selling these arenas out. Well, guess what? You ain't selling arenas out. Ain't nobody in an arena.
Kevin Hart sell his living room out.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they put it on a whole nother page, man. So I say all that to say, no dream is too small. No dream is too late. Especially you out here grinding. Heck, I'm saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This podcast started from little to nowhere, and slowly but steadily building it up and collecting and connecting with great people. It's all about connection and relationships. Doing the next man right, the next person right. Treat them how you want to be treated. And I think anything we have learned from this year, from the past 4 years, is treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, things will come to an end. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign out, guys. No, but I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, everybody. Again, remember to like this, share this. Go subscribe to the E36 Unfiltered YouTube page, as well as all my platforms out there. Again, Angela Monique, here on the ones and twos, hitting us up, man. I appreciate you guys. God bless and have a good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Interviews from local athletes, even digging out for entertainment.